Have you ever wondered why lizards can lose their tails and still survive? Today, we delve into the world of autotomy, a remarkable biological phenomenon where lizards self-amputate their tails to escape predators. This survival tactic, fascinating both biologically and evolutionarily, will be explored through vivid 3D animations to enhance your understanding. We'll uncover the how and why behind this extraordinary ability, explaining the science that empowers these creatures to sacrifice part of themselves to live another day. Stick around as we unravel this survival strategy, step by step. Get ready for a musical twist. Introducing Regenerate and Celebrate, a catchy tune that will have you tapping your feet while you learn about lizards' incredible ability to grow back their tails. Let's dive into a melody that's as vibrant as the lizards themselves. Verse 1. In the world of scales and tails, lizards glide through garden trails. When danger nears, they have a trick. A tail snap quick, it does the trick. Chorus, regenerate and celebrate, lose a tail? Just wait, it'll recreate, nature's gift so intricate. Lizards with their tails, they regenerate. Verse 2, it's not just magic, it's pure science. A tail come back, defying defiance. Cells at work so dynamic, a new tail grows, isn't it fantastic? Chorus, regenerate and celebrate, lose a tail, just wait, it'll recreate. Nature's gift so intricate, lizards with their tails, they regenerate. Bridge, from tiny geckos to the iguana, regrowing tails like a flora-fauna. Survival tactic, oh so clever, their tails go on forever. Chorus, regenerate and celebrate, lose a tail, just wait, it'll recreate. Nature's gift so intricate, lizards with their tails, they regenerate. Outrow. So next time you see a lizard slip away, remember their tail might just save the day. With a snap and a pop, they're on the run. But give it some time, and the tail's redone. As the upbeat rhythm fades, keep that tune in mind. It's not just a song, it's a celebration of nature's fascinating way of giving lizards a second chance. Up next, witness a real-life tail drop scenario that turns into an unexpected adventure. Ever heard a lizard tell a tale? Well, buckle up for a quirky story about one lizard's tail misadventure. Meet Leo, a particularly curious green lizard who finds himself in a bit of a pickle with a playful puppy named Max. One sunny afternoon, while basking on a warm rock, Leo catches the eye of Max. Misinterpreting Leo's tail for a toy, Max pounces, causing Leo to engage his survival instincts and pop! Off goes his tail. As Leo dashes to safety, his detached tail takes on a life of its own. The tail, still twitching vigorously, leads Max on a merry chase around the garden, knocking over potted plants, stirring up the garden gnome, and even activating the sprinkler system, causing a mini chaos in the backyard. Meanwhile, Leo watches from a distance, partly amused and partly bewildered at the unexpected spectacle caused by his own tail. Through this misadventure, Leo learns to navigate his new tailless life with resilience and a touch of humor. He discovers new hiding spots that are more suited to his changed silhouette and even enjoys the perks of being a bit faster without his usual tail weight. Leo's tale might have ended in an unexpected twist, but his adventures are far from over. Stay tuned for more laughs and learning as Leo adapts and thrives in his bustling garden home. First off, what exactly is autotomy, and why do lizards resort to this drastic measure? Autotomy, or self-amputation, is a survival strategy used by several animal species, but it's particularly fascinating in lizards. This natural defense mechanism allows a lizard to escape predators by shedding part of its tail. Imagine being able to simply drop a part of your body to run away from danger. According to recent statistics from Google, autotomy is observed in about 50% of lizard species worldwide. This high percentage underscores the effectiveness and evolutionary advantage of this unique trait. But how does it work? Well, lizards have what are known as specialized fracture planes within their vertebrae. These are preformed areas of weakness in their tailbones that allow the tail to detach easily when caught by a predator. The process is both swift and strategic. When a predator grabs a lizard by the tail, the lizard contracts muscles near the tail's base, creating a tension that snaps the tail along one of these fracture planes. Remarkably, this detachment occurs with minimal blood loss, and the tail, once separated, continues to twitch and wriggle. This movement distracts the predator, giving the lizard precious seconds to scurry away to safety. So, losing a tail is a clever escape mechanism. But does it hurt them? Let's find out. When you think about losing a limb, pain is a major concern. But is it the same for lizards? Imagine snapping your finger and not feeling a thing. It sounds almost unbelievable, doesn't it? Well, for lizards undergoing tail autotomy, a fancy term for tail dropping, The story might be somewhat similar. These creatures are equipped with a unique nerve structure in their tails that might spare them the agony associated with such a dramatic event. Recent studies highlighted on PubMed delve into how these reptiles manage this feat. It appears that the nerves in a lizard's tail might not transmit pain signals as human nerves do. This adaptation is possibly an evolutionary trick, allowing lizards to escape predators without the hindrance of pain, which could be crucial in a life-or-death situation. Furthermore, research suggests that the immediate severance point in the tail has evolved to minimize discomfort, ensuring that survival doesn't come with a hefty price tag of pain. No tail, no problem, but how do lizards cope without one? Scene script. A lizard without its tail might seem incomplete, but can it survive? Indeed, these resilient creatures can manage quite well, even without this significant part of their anatomy. Initially, the loss of a tail can be a dramatic event for a lizard. It's not just an appendage, it's a tool for balance, a fat storage unit, and a defensive mechanism. Yet lizards have evolved remarkable strategies to cope with such losses. In the short term, a tailless lizard might experience reduced mobility and an increased risk from predators. However, what's fascinating is how quickly they adapt. Studies published in the American Journal of Science reveal that lizards can alter their locomotive strategies, adjusting their body mechanics to compensate for the missing tail. Long-term effects vary. Reproductively, tail loss does not seem to impact their ability to mate or reproduce, although it might affect how attractive they are to potential mates. Survival is possible, but what about getting their tail back? Lizards are not just escape artists, they are also regenerators. But how many times can this happen? When a lizard loses its tail, it's not the end of the story. The process of tail regeneration is a remarkable example of evolutionary adaptation. Initially, a protective layer forms over the wound. This is swiftly followed by the growth of a blastoma, a mass of cells capable of rapid division and growth, which eventually differentiates into the tissues and structures of the new tail. Using recent studies, including those from PubMed, we understand that the new tail isn't quite like the original. It's usually shorter, contains more cartilage, and has simpler structures. The spinal cord does not regrow, and the new tail will often have a rod of cartilage instead of vertebrae. This indicates the regenerative capabilities, while impressive, have their limitations. How often can a lizard repeat this process? It varies among species, but most can regenerate their tails multiple times throughout their lives. However, each regeneration cycle can be less perfect than the one before. Factors like age, nutritional status, and overall health play significant roles in the efficiency of tail regrowth. This regrowth is fascinating, but have you ever noticed a lizard's tail moving after it's been detached? A detached lizard tail that wiggles can be quite a creepy sight, but why does it keep moving? When a lizard feels threatened and drops its tail, the story doesn't end there. The tail continues to twitch and wriggle on the ground. This phenomenon is due to the nerves in the lizard's tail, which remain active even after detachment. These nerves, now separated from the brain's control, still have stored electrical energy and reflex pathways that react to the sudden change. Imagine the tail as a separate entity now fighting for its last chance to distract a predator, giving the lizard a vital opportunity to escape. This clever survival tactic is ingrained through millions of years of evolution. It's an excellent example of natural selection at work, where those with more vigorously wiggling tails have better chances of survival and passing on their genes. In essence, the lizard's tail doesn't just fall off, it performs a final act in the drama of life and death in the wild. Now that we've uncovered these mysteries, let's wrap things up. Today, we've journeyed through the incredible world of lizards and their tail-dropping defenses. Let's take a moment to recap the fascinating points we've uncovered. Lizards possess the remarkable ability to lose their tails through a process called autotomy. This survival tactic distracts predators, giving the lizard a crucial chance to escape. But does this escape come at a painful price? Surprisingly, lizards experience minimal discomfort due to specialized structures at the tail's base that allow for a clean break. Moving on, one might wonder how a lizard fares without its tail. While it's a setback, these resilient creatures can survive and adapt until their tails regrow. Yes, you heard that right. Lizards can regrow their tails, though the new one might not be as perfect as the original. This regeneration process is a brilliant display of nature's ingenuity, involving complex biological mechanisms that researchers are still studying today. And have you ever wondered why a lizard's tail keeps twitching after being detached? This eerie yet fascinating phenomenon occurs because the tail muscles can still react to stimuli, independent of the lizard's body, confusing the predator even more. Now I turn it over to you. What are your thoughts on these survival strategies? Have you ever witnessed a lizard lose its tail? Or do you have more questions about this topic? Drop your comments below. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this exploration, share, and subscribe to Facts Academy 0122 for more fascinating science insights.